Hello friends, hope you have watched my previous video where I was showing creating multiple measures in Power BI with a press of button. In that video, I was trying to create more than 20 measures using Tabularator. So it is possible using Tabularator. Hope you have liked it. If you want to watch that video, the link will be given on the top. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about constructing that code in Tabularator and make that code universal for your any data set or any data model so that those many set of measures can be created with a press of button and your work can be automated. To understand this entire concept, I suggest to watch the entire video because this video is in two parts. One, constructing the code step by step, and then how to use the same set of code rather after saving the code using on other model, other data model and get the same result. To begin with, I have taken a sample data set containing two tables. One is a fact table, revenue, another one a dimension table, monthly rent. And I require a date dimension, so I have created a date table with a name dates, and this is very important. While creating a date table for any model, I follow a single name, dates. So I also suggest you need to follow single name for any model, maybe date dim or maybe date table or dates. I follow dates. So dates table, date column is very important for the syntax or for the code we are writing in the Tabularator. So just let us keep in mind, and then I'll discuss about it again in the Tabularator. And then I have finished my data modeling by connecting the tables. Monthly rent and dates or dimensions are connected with revenue table. And then I've created few basic measures. So these are three measures. One is revenue using SumX function, and then cost using SumX function, and finally profit using branching of these two measures. Since these are very simple, I have not used Tabularator, but now I require all time intelligence measures. For example, I want last year revenue using same period last year, last day revenue, last month revenue, last quarter revenue, and then MTD, YTD, QTD, all these measures, but with a single press of button. Now let me explain how to do this in Tabularator. Now let me jump into Tabular Editor. I have already installed the Tabular Editor. Because of that, I have got a new tab in Power BI Desktop, that is external tools. So within the external tools, I am just clicking on Tabular Editor. Since I am opening the Tabular Editor from Power BI, I will get immediate access to the tables. So whatever tables I have here are there in Power BI. Now I need to create time intelligence measures on top of those measures which I've already created. For example, in the basic measures, I have revenue, cost, and profit. For example, for revenue, I want last year revenue, previous day revenue, previous month revenue, previous quarter revenue, and so on. So I need to jump into the advanced scripting, and there I need to start typing the code. So basically, this is an automation process. So for each measure, whatever measure we have created, for those measures, I need to have whatever measures I'm going to define below through the code. So I'm using a loop for each, and then I need to create a variable for measure in selected measures. So that means whenever I'm going to use this code, I need to first select those measures on which I want to get the time intelligence measures. Then I am opening a curly brace and then another curly brace, just closing. So I'm just giving a space. Now, whenever you are using time intelligence measures, you must use a date column. So that plays very important role. So date column will be in the date dimension table. So my date table is dates. So variable date column equal within double quotes, dates, date. So here is the important note which I'm mentioning earlier, that if you have the same name across the models, the date dimension, you need not do any changes in the code. Now the next step is adding a measure. So for each measure I need to add another measure. So I say m.table.add measure, open bracket, and then close bracket, and then colon. Now within that I need to type my code. So basically I need to give a name. So the name should be whatever measure is there need to be concatenated with a text. For example, last year revenue, previous day revenue, previous month revenue. Revenue is the measure name. So I need to type, for example, I want last year revenue. So ly and then plus measure name, comma. Now what is the measure I would like to have? So let me type the actual measure what I use in Power BI so that I can modify into the code. So calculate, open bracket. So I need to use the measure already created, that is revenue. Now I need to use a function, let me keep it in the down, same period last year, open bracket, dates, date column, close two brackets. So this is what the measure we normally type. Now I need to just make this into code. First of all, I want this calculate function should be within double quotes till the first bracket, plus the revenue is actually the DAX object, already created DAX object. So I say m dot DAX object name, and then plus I want a comma and then plus. So calculate revenue comma, same period last year is again should be within the bracket, within the double quotes till this, plus date column is not going to be this now, and it is already been created as a variable. So date column, and then plus double quotes and double quotes. So now this is what we are actually using. So now if I use this function on all these, what happens? I will be getting last year revenue, last year cost, last year profit without any extra effort. So let me just select all of them, because selected measure, and then let me press the button. You can see last year revenue, last year cost, last year profit. If I double click on that, I can see the measure. If I double click on that, I can see the measure. If I double click on that, I can see the measure. If I extend the code with more measures, it will be more interesting. So let me first remove these measures, because anytime I can create all these measures again. Now let me just expand the window. Let me go to advanced scripting. First of all, I want this guy to be sitting little away. Now just add these lines together. So variable is already created, date variable. So I don't want to create another one. I'm just copying this and pasting down. This time I want my last day revenue, or rather previous day revenue. So in this measure, I'm just removing ly to pd, previous day revenue, previous day cost, or previous day whatever. So here I don't want this measure. So first line is okay, because calculate revenue, cost, or profit, and then comma. But this line now will change. So this is going to be date add. Not necessary you have type in capitals. You can write in lower cap also and lowercase also. But for my convenience, I'm just writing. So typing in this way. So plus, and now I need to just take the date column and then I need to give a comma. Then let me do one thing, the comma should be within, so comma -1 comma day, and I think that is good. So now what is the formula again? Let us read it. Calculate revenue, comma, date add date comma -1 comma day, because previous day. Now if I run this code, I should be getting 6 measures because I have 3 columns here. So 3 measures here, not columns, 3 measures. So I've selected all the measures, and if I run this code, now you have got all the measures, and if I click on that PD profit, calculate profit, date add date state -1 day. I hope by now you have understood what exactly is happening here. So we are just adding the measure, converting into a code. So let me go to scripting and let me quickly add few more measures. So for that I don't require all of them. Now simple. Now I want previous month and previous quarter, previous year. So let me just copy these measure, and here it's very easy because same date add function is getting repeated. This is previous month PM, and this is month. Rest everything is same. Next, another measure. So there I'm just adding, it's not PD, it is PQ, and then here quarter. Only the spelling should be a bit good, otherwise it will not be giving you the right answer. So previous year, last year revenue can be done with same period last year as well as date add function. So here year. So I can make it small. I can just remove the spaces so that it will look little more compact, so that the readability is good. Now the same way I want MTD, month to date. So let me copy this and paste it. Now it is MTD, and then again calculate revenue. So the same thing. Here will be dates MTD. So let me zoom dates MTD. Then it is just the date column, and then the brackets. Same way I want, let me copy this. If you are very good with measures, this topic is going to be much more better, because adding a measure makes a lot of sense to us. So here it is not MTD, it is QTD. So just remove the QTD and dates QTD. Likewise YTD and dates YTD. Now we have created many measures, and let me count 1, 2, 3. I think almost 8 measures we have added, I hope. Now let me run this entire bunch of code in one shot. Let me select all of the measures, and then one more important thing I'm going to show you now, because currently basic measures are containing these 3 measures. So when I create this, there will be a whole lot of measures. So I wanted to place them in or park them in different folders. That also can be done here very fast. Now let me just click on this code, and now you can see all the measures are created. Now I can do one quick thing. For example, my last year revenue, last year profit, and previous year profit, maybe last year cost. So I don't want them to be here. Previous year cost, so previous year revenue, I want them to be a different measure table. So I'm just selecting all of them, and I'm going to display folder, and then let me select the display folder and say last year measures. Now you can see these guys are sitting in a different location called last year measures. Close them. Now I want a previous day, previous day, previous day. I want previous day measures. So display folder previous PD measures, so that they are sitting at a different location. Now I want PM, PM and PM display folder PM measures. The naming conventions, whatever you wanted to follow, you can follow. Likewise, remaining all, I wanted to just keep in a different folder, other measures, other time intelligence measures. Now all measures are sitting in different folders. Simple. Now we need to just copy this, just save this file, and before that I'm just adding this entire code to a template. So let me select plus, and it's a custom action. So I say YouTube action, and then I can just simply, it's a measure, and I just say OK. Now it is now saved. Now let me just save it. Currently you can see here only 3 measures are there. We have created many measures and also have created many folders. Let me go to file and just save and come back. Now you can see that all measures and all are in different tables. How quick it is, and it is quite interesting. So that is what I would like to convey in this video. I hope it is helpful to you. Before concluding this video, I would like to show you how to create the same set of measures on a different data set using the same code without doing any changes. So let me close all of them. I don't want to use them now, but I have created a new file, new Power BI desktop file. There I'm just going to Home tab, enter data. So I need to just get one external data from Excel, different columns. Copy that and then enter data, paste on it. Name of the table is data, and I have 3 columns. 2 columns are numeric columns on which I need to create measures. But initially these 2 are not measures already. These are only columns. First of all, I need to create measure, the basic measures using sum of quantity and sum of sales. But I'm going to create the sum function also within tabular editor. So let me first create one date dimension. So modeling tab, new table, and then name is always same, dates, and then calendar auto. So this will create one date dimension. Now I need to go to modeling view, and then I need to connect the tables. So PO date to date. Now everything I'm going to create in tabular editor, even in sums. So let me go to external tools and tabular editor. And then let me access the table and go to the data and select quantity and sales. These are the 2 columns where I need to create the sum. Let me expand it, go to advanced scripting, go to samples, custom and sum functions. I've selected quantity and sales, and let me run this code. So I have total quantity, total sales, little different. Now let me select these 2 measures. Now let me open the samples and select YouTube action. Now you have all the measures, and just run. All the measures are created. Now what I need to do, I can just select all of them. If I want to keep them all of them into one specific folder, and if I press enter, all are in different folders. And if I just save, and you can see here you will get all the measures, and now they are in a different folder. Hope you have liked this video. If you have any comments, suggestions or feedback, Please mention them in the comment section. Your feedback is very important to me. To get notified about my future videos, please do subscribe if you have not yet. Please keep sharing and thank you very much for watching this video.